12-year-old Nyla Hayes made $4 million investing in NFTs. Nyla Hayes, a 12-year-old girl who is one of the youngest investors on Wall Street, made $4 million from her investments in non-fungible tokens, NFTs. When Nyla was 10 years old, she made $250,000 from selling NFTs and continued making small investments which are smart in NFTs over the next few years, which led to her earnings, which are large amounts at such a young age. In fact, she has earned so much from investing in NFTs that she hopes to attend Stanford University and study computer science when she gets older. Let's get into the details of Nyla Haye's story and what we should learn from her investment journey. Watch the video completely to know this. But before we get started, welcome back to the NFT Future World. Don't forget to leave a like on the video and subscribe for more NFT related content like this. That being said, let's begin. 12-year-old Nyla started investing at 9. I started at age 9 because I wanted to start early. At that time, we were living in a one-bedroom apartment, she says. I knew my family could use more space and a newer house, so I asked them if they would consider moving to another area. We found out that it would cost us about $500 per month more to live there than where we currently lived. So I decided that instead of asking for money for toys or clothes, which was normal for my age at the time, 9, I told them instead that we could move if we just let me invest what money we had left over each month. It took a while, but eventually they agreed to try it. And that's how I started investing. She has since been able to purchase other things too, like a new computer for her school. She also wants to get her own place by next year after earning enough from real estate investments using blockchain technology, TKN. In addition to TKN, Nyla is still managing her original crypto portfolio and has grown into an additional $3 million, bringing her total savings up to around $6 million. Number 1. What do you think will happen when 12-year-old girls from across America see that 12-year-old Nyla Hayes made $4 million with crypto? Kindly subscribe and leave a comment saying that you have subscribed, and I will personally reply to your comment. How many will want their piece of the pie? Could you be next? Nyla's story proves that there are great opportunities for both adults and children who are willing to embrace blockchain technology. Number 2. What does someone need to know about buying tokens right now versus going to college and starting a business? For most people, buying tokens is much better than paying thousands of dollars on a college degree. Not only will getting involved in cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin change your life financially, it'll give you such valuable experiences that will prepare you well for whatever comes ahead. And most importantly, never forget why you're doing all of this. How did she invest her first $25,000? She bought $50,000 worth of CRYPTOKITTIES. At first, she bought one CRYPTOKITTY for $25,000. After buying one, she loved it so much that she decided to buy 49 more because each cat is one ETH or one ERC20 token. She learned about buying these from her dad. Once they are sold, they're gone forever, so if you want one, you need to get it as soon as possible. There is only a limited amount of them. You can even put them up on sites like eBay or Craigslist, and people will still bid on them. This reminded me a lot of Pokemon cards when I was younger, and seems like a good investment. The profits. When I asked her how many she had left out of her 50,000 kitties, after saying 50,000 with a smile and asking how many decimals there were, I realized there was probably some type of financial mistake here, if not an investment error. How did she find out about non-fungible tokens, NFTs? One of her friends was investing for about a year in crypto and was an experienced investor. She was shocked at how much money she'd made and wanted to find out how to get started herself. Her advice? Get into cryptocurrency or find an easier way to make money because stocks are too slow. And that's when she decided to learn everything she could about cryptocurrencies. She mentioned a new type of token called a non-fungible token, or NFTs, that would pay out dividends every day. This appealed to her because it seemed more like a game than work. With so many options out there, it was hard for her to decide which one she should choose. After much consideration, she chose Chibi Fighters by Axie Infinity. The next step was figuring out how to buy these tokens. After some research, she discovered Binance, which was an easy exchange with good tutorials for beginners, where people can purchase these type of tokens easily. Once she finished setting up Binance and adding some funds from Coinbase, she still doesn't use Coinbase. She bought 2,000 Chibi Fighters using Ethereum, or ETH. As soon as they were acquired, they automatically sent her ETH back and then started paying out each day. Who helped her invest in non-fungible tokens? Her grandfather says, "I was teaching my 8-year-old daughter about cryptocurrency and she seemed very interested. One day she asked me if I could help her invest. So we went on CryptoKitties and found a cat that cost 3 ETH. That's about $1,600 at the time. We decided to buy it for her because she thought it was expensive, so she wouldn't want to spend any more money on them. The next day, she wanted to know how to turn off MetaMask because it made purchases on its own. We did not know how to set that up. So I told her how. She then pointed to a CryptoKitty, picked another one, and then they were trading kitties between each other, just like that. That night, she used 40% of our invested amount, $4,000, to buy 20 more kitties from 2 different people, which were transferred over quickly with no issues at all. It was amazing. We watched her profit grow by 100% just like that. To be honest with you, I had no idea what happened or what she did. All I knew is she doubled our investment with me sitting right next to her. Why are non-fungible tokens better than other types of digital assets? Non-fungible tokens or NFTs have been getting a lot of attention lately, as people begin to realize that they are much better alternatives to most other types of digital assets. The term non-fungible may sound scary or complicated, but it's really quite simple. A standard asset like Ether or Bitcoin is identical to every other token of its kind, fungible. An NFT, on the other hand, is totally unique and distinct. Not just one individual unit can be swapped for another. As an example, you might be able to swap your token for 1,000 units of Ether or 8 ETH. However, each individual CryptoKitty you own is distinct from every other CryptoKitty on Ethereum's blockchain. That makes them far more interesting than normal cryptocurrencies like Ether. NFTs are also cheaper to maintain, less volatile, and easier to transfer between parties. This means they offer a number of benefits over their traditional counterparts. For instance, you don't need some sort of third-party intermediary or escrow agent when using NFTs because there isn't a single point of failure where trust needs to be established. CryptoKitties alone proves that these types of assets are useful in ways traditional crypto doesn't allow right now. Other ways to invest if you're under 18. If you're not quite old enough to make your own investment decisions, there are still plenty of ways to get into crypto, just maybe with a little help from a parent or another adult. As is often noted, millennials are both over and under invested in stocks right now. Many don't invest enough, but others put all their eggs in one basket by investing too much. One middle ground option for getting some skin in the game, investing in a robo-advisor that specializes in cryptocurrencies like Coinbase's digital asset fund. A small monthly investment can add up to big gains when done consistently over time. It's important to talk about risk tolerance with your kids when it comes to things like money, so they know where they stand when it comes time to pick a platform. Let them know that even though cryptocurrency doesn't make a long track record yet, it doesn't mean it will fail, especially if they're diligent about staying diversified, hold different assets. And while they'll almost certainly lose sleep tonight because a coin dipped 2% overnight, parents should keep things as simple as possible while also keeping in mind how young people learn best at each age level. Remember back when we were teens? What did we want more than anything else? Attention! Ways she plans to spend her money. Aged 10 Canadian entrepreneur Nyla Hayes is one of a growing number of children using CryptoKitties to buy cool stuff. That's because she made millions investing in non-fungible tokens, NFTs, on Ethereum last year. What most people don't know is that she took her profits and used them to buy CryptoKitties to help diversify her portfolio by investing in a different sort of crypto asset. Here are some of my favorite ways that 8-year-old tech CEO Nyla Hayes plans to spend her money. There will be more additions as time goes on. As an advisor, she plans to start donating 1% of all tokens acquired back into education, so kids have access to free resources. It's estimated that 5 million households spend over $200 per month on extracurricular activities for their kids. Based off how many CryptoKitties were sold at CatCon LA, I estimate that there were 500,000 plus sales throughout 2018 at about $200 each for an overall total contribution so far of $100 million or 0.2% back to schools or extracurricular activities for kids around the world. Please comment down below your thoughts for this inspirational story. Hope you liked the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.